track the triad you've chosen to bring together Martin, Malcolm, and Gandhi. Why Gandhi?
Well, Gandhi was a big inspiration for Malcolm with the nonviolent movement, and how he rallied the masses to overcome the British occupation in India. Um, and so I think he was nonviolent, and also Martin, and then Malcolm, who most people think is like this violent guy, was nonviolent, but his words were so powerful, people got scared, and he never, you know, and today we have, I'm just looking, where are those type of people today? Because you would think after a while people would get tired of blowing themselves up. I mean, what about this nonviolent movement that we can have? And I think it's more probably, I don't know if it's any more scary today than it was then. You know, I think it takes a lot of courage to stand up and protest nonviolently and rally the masses. I don't think it's any more scary or dangerous now than it was then.
Well, Willard, do you think, let me ask you a question, Martin, Malcolm, Gandhi, these type of people, we don't seem to have any people like this in our midst anymore, do we?
No, we don't seem to have these kinds of people, and that is a big mystery, a big question. I think that we have become, to a certain extent, narcotized and as a populace, and you just do not see that many of these kind of people coming to the forefront and speaking up and organizing and developing movements. I mean, you see certain pockets of certain things. The whole anti-Wall Street movement that we saw a couple of years ago. But we have not seen any further development of that action. And there are certain underground activities, I suppose you could say, but not to the extent. I don't see anybody sticking themselves out there the way that those three people did. And I suppose that's what Bobby had in mind when he put those three titans together, Martin, Malcolm, and Gandhi, as people who did take a stand and did make a difference for their people.
Bobby, do you think a lot of people in our society have a sense of hopelessness, as if, what can we really do?
Oh, sure, I believe that for sure. I do believe that. And but backing up on what Willard said, those are the three people that gave their lives. Because Mandela, he did the same thing, but he was fortunate enough to live a whole life, But these are the three people that were cut down in their prime. But I think people do have a sense of hopelessness, and I think a lot of young people don't even have a vision of growing old, of living to be older. They think that, they're not going to make it till 30. When I was coming up, I was like, okay, well, by the time I'm 40, I want to do this and blah, blah, blah. But they're not even thinking that far ahead. And that's sad, A lot of them, they self-destruct. There's a high suicide rate these days. And I just think that's sad, not to be able to think about the full scope of what this life has.